Morning students, today we will discuss our doubts. Now one of the students had asked me that there is a confusion as to when we should use be and when we should use modal verb plus have plus past participle. Now we need to remember that first of all we have to decide what is the situation. Now if we are talking about present situation, then we write be, or if it is present continuous, we write ing and we use the first form of the verb. Now, if in the present we are talking about our ability, that means David can speak. That means the person can speak now, he can speak. Then we use the present form of the verb. And we do not use modal plus have plus past participle. So first decide what is the situation. If the situation is present and we are talking about something which is now or in the near future, then we use be or we use the present form of the verb. Now let us understand from the sentences that we have here. David can speak, that means he can speak now and he will continue to speak these languages. In the same way, we have he could speak fluent French when he was 5, but he can still speak. Alright? Now, permission. Now, we are asking someone for permission for now or future. Can I sit here now? Or could I open the window now? May I borrow your dictionary now? So these are all present situations. In the same way, we are talking here about the future situation. You should visit. That means in the near future, in a year's time or whenever. Then we use be. You should try to lose weight. That means you should try to lose it in the future. So when we talk about present or a future situation, then with the modal verbs we use the present form of the verb. That is be, I speak, I eat, I read. So that will be the first form of the verb. Now, you have to take off your shoes before you get into the mosque or a holy place. Now, you have to. That means we must do it. So it is in future or whenever we go. It looks nice. Now when we are talking of possibility, then we say it is looking nice. It might be expensive. Maybe or maybe not. Then in that situation also, we use the present form of the verb. Now which are the present verbs if you want to identify? Now when somebody asked me, you said maybe. Be is the present form of the verb. In this sentence, speak is the present form. That is the verb, first form of the verb in your verb list. In the same way, we have speak, sit, open, borrow, visit, try, memorize, take off. So here we have take. Here we have look, looks. Yes. And coming, ing, which I have written in the present continuous form. So this is the way how we have to identify what is our situation, and we need to talk about when we are certain, less certain or uncertain. Yes? So now let us see this in the next list or in the next slide. What do we have? This is the present form of the verb. So that is the first form of the verb, present tense. We need to use in the present or we can use in the continuous. He will be doing. Yes, he will be coming. We will be beginning, or that is for continuous. And in the present form, we may begin, we may become, we may be, we will bring or we bring, we build. So we will, in the present form, we use the present form of the verb. Now, so these are the lists. There was one student who had asked for the lists. These are the 4 lists that I have put for you, the common ones, which you may write in your notebooks. In fact, you have to write in your notebooks and you have to learn them as well. As I pointed out in one of our lists, there was a problem. Wake, woke, woken, not waked. This is wrong in your list. Please check it and please edit them. Now, let us see in the present form the situations that we have. We have being certain. When we are 100% sure. When we are 100% sure, we write must be, that is positive. And when we are 100% sure that something cannot be, then we write can't be. That means he must be right. That means he must be 100% right. And if we say he can't be right, that means he is 100% wrong. So when we are certain, when we are sure, in the present we write, must be and can't be. Now, when we are talking about probable or possibility or something can happen, then we write may or might be, may not be, might not be. So probable and possible are more or less similar, and we can write may, might, and we can also use could that we had done in our books. So now see these sentences and use them. I'm sure. Now when you are sure means certain, and when we are certain we use must. So you must write John must be worried about us. Must be, he is. That means the present situation. So first of all decide whether the situation is now or about future. Then we use this form. That is, we use must, may, might and could. Alright? Now decide what is the situation and complete these sentences. Perhaps your father is at the station. Perhaps means we do not know. So it is probable or possible. You could use any of these. I'm sure he doesn't live in this city. I'm sure means certain and in the present. So we can write must be. Alright? So let us see the other sentences as well. I'm sure everybody is at home now. Number 5, perhaps those aren't our rooms. Number 6, I'm sure the dog isn't in the garden. In the same way, let us see the next slide. Number 7, it's possible that animals are happy in zoos. Possible. Possible means probable or possible. So you could use any one of these, and also you could use may, might or could. Yes, for certain we will use must be in positive, in negative can't be. But whenever it is a probability or possibility, we may use may, might or could. May not, could not, might not. Number 8. Perhaps the boy is German or Swedish. 9. I'm sure that children don't like classical music. Number 10. I'm certain everybody knows the answer. Number 11. It's possible that he practices exercises too much. Number 12. I'm sure these boots are not for climbing. So now read the sentences. Decide whether they come in the category of certain, probable or possible, and then you will write must, may, might, could, or in a negative situation we can write can't, may not, might not, could not. Now for the situations that are in the past. Now when do we use modal verb, have and past participle? Now this is the confusion. In present situations we use be, may be, could be, might be. But if we are talking or speaking about a past situation, then we need to use modal verb plus have and the past participle. That is the third form of the verb. Eat, ate, eaten. We will use eaten. Alright. Now, the same three categories we have. Now in the present, like we did last time, we use must be, may be, might or could. Yes. In the negative, we can use can't, may not, might not, or could not. Yes? Or we may say may not be, might not be, could not be, can't be, cannot be in the present, and we use the first form of the verb and we use be like we have seen. Is it okay? Now, the same three situations we have when we are certain, when we are probable and possible. Remember, we can use may, might, could for probable and possible together. Don't get confused, both of them are almost same. Alright? But if we are talking about something in the past, then we use modal verb have past participle. Yes, I hope it is clear. Let us do these sentences. I am getting married next week. So for present and future, what do we use? We use the present form, or we can also use be. Yes? Now, Huge never does any homework, but he is always at the top of the class. He is always, we are talking about present, and he never does homework, but he is always. So that means we are sure that he must be a very clever boy. Yes, this we have to write be John's coat. There is a letter. Please make note of the change here. There is an error. There is a letter addressed to him in his pocket. He was terribly tired after walking 6 kilometers, so he dashed as strong as people think. Number 5, we haven't made any plans for our holiday yet. We dash to Greece or Italy, or we dash even stay at home. Number 6, I've been traveling since 4 o'clock. What did we learn last time? It means 4 of the clock. You dash tired. Please put a full stop. Now let us see this again. This is the next one. Your next exercise. Isn't that John over there? No, it dash him. He is much taller than that. Number 10. Janet dash. Now see, catch. The 8:30 train because she left the house at 8:31. Number 11. Hercules killed 2 snakes that crept into his cot. Cot is bed. He dashed a very strong baby. Number 12. The prisoner escaped, we have to use, that is the verb, that way because there are his footprints. Again, number 12. The prisoner dashed that way because there are his footprints. Number 13. I dash to Spain next week, but I am not sure yet. Number 14. I wonder where Emma is. She dash with Nelly. I don't know. Number 15, don't phone her now. She dash at home. Perhaps it's too early. Now, this is your homework. We have to complete exercise 1 and 2 in our grammar notebooks.